What's up, YouTube? This is DFish Fan here to bring you a deck profile. This one's for Ninja Dino, a deck that I've really been enjoying recently. As you can as you can tell, I posted a couple videos with them. I think I posted a couple dual videos with them. Never a deck profile. So let's go ahead and get on with it. So I'll get on with the deck list and then I'll explain a couple of my choices. So for the monsters, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, White Dragon Ninja, Thunder King Ryo, one Black Brachi, 3 Grandmaster Hanzo, 3 Dirac Waiba, and 2 Upstart Golden Ninja. For the spells, Magic Planner, double Rhoda, double Fossil Dig, 1 Dark Hole, double Night Beam, triple Duality, and double Lance. And for the traps, we got Bottomless, Torrential Compulse, Safe Zone, 3 Fiendish, 3 Ninjutsu Art of Super Transformation, 2 Call of the Haunted, 1 Wiretap, 1 Black Horn of Heaven, and a Solemn Warning. For the extra deck, we have 1 Ouroboros, 3 Logia, 2 Ragna Zero, 1 Ragna Zero, 2 Dolka, 1 Black Ship, 101, Excalibur, Musketeer, Diamond Dyer, Exiton, Emerald, and Abyss Dweller. And I don't know why I have this on the side. But nonetheless, so let's go ahead with a couple of choices. So with the Ninjutsu Arts of Transformation, the whole point of this deck is to bring out Guaiba if needed, because a ninja with any monster that your opponent controls automatically will get you a Guaiba because it has to be equal to or less than the combined levels of the monsters. So you can even, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know 100% about this ruling, but you should be able to even take an Exceed monster and still special Guaiba. I have yet to try that in a game, but in theory that should work. I don't see the reason why it would not, because the combined level was 4 and Guaiba is equal to 4 or lower. But that could be, I could be mistaken. I could be completely wrong on that. I'll have to continue playing this deck to find out. But yeah, worst case scenario, even a level 1 monster, let's say they have a Spore on the field or something and they're attempting to synchro, you could go Ninjutsu Art, send your Hanzo and their Spore to the graveyard, and then bring out the Guaiba. So that's kind of the main point of this deck. But in order to have some form of boss monsters, because you don't want to just run all level 4 unless you're guaranteed to exceed, and you're not guaranteed to exceed in this deck because you run such a low monster count, although you do have plenty of searchers. But you do run quite a few, very few monsters in this deck. So if they do have some type of destruction or some type of negation, that can really hinder you from having field presence outside of back row, which you tend to always have in this deck. But I figured I would at least throw in the Galaxy Eyes Photon and the White Dragon Ninja, just because they're pretty damn good cards by themselves. Galaxy Eyes Photon can deal with a lot of Exceed monsters because of his ability, and he's still a 3000 beater even if they don't have an Exceed monster. So he's really damn good in that aspect, and you can just bring him out instantaneously with a Hanzo, and if your opponent controls a level 4. White Dragon Ninja is another one as well. He's very damn good. He can only be special by the Ninjutsu Art effect, but you can normal him. Do remember that. You can normal him. And his effect reads, spell and trap cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So I did put the safe zone in here just to get the lock if, the opportunity presents itself. But just him protecting your Bottomless, protecting your Torrential, protecting your Call or Blackhorn or Solemn Warning or Fiendish, that's really important. That's something that I don't mind having out of my 2700 meter on the field. So that's why I threw him in here. Thunder King's in here more from the anti-meta aspect of the deck because he does hinder you a bit. You're not allowed to search with Hanzo, Upstart, Rhoda, Fossil, Duality. Those cards automatically become kind of dead, honestly. But Thunder King and back row turn 1 is still, even this format, is still one of the most amazing starts that you can start out with. Thunder King and back row alone can win you games. So I felt that the plus of having Thunder King Ryo main deck was outweighed the negative, if you want to, the positive outweighed the negative, if you want to, I guess, look at it like that. So, I mean, feel free, to take them out if you don't feel comfortable playing the Thunder King Ryo, but I've been liking it so far, so we'll see about that. All right, so Black Brachi was in here. So this one took a little bit of thinking. As you saw in one of the duel videos, he actually put in work. I really like his effect. I really do. When it's normal summon, you can target one monster on the field, change it to face down defense position. So he's kind of an offensive Book of Moon with an effect, with his effect. And he's an 18 beater, which I kind of like. So I was considering running the Drag Velo as the fourth dinosaur for the Guaiba, but I just don't like Velo. He's so situational. His effect relies on your opponent attacking him by battle and destroying him and sending him to the graveyard. So there's a lot of ways you can go around that. Just off the bat, I can say, well, not attacking. That's pretty fucking smart to not attack the Vela. But even if they do, like, I just bring out a Guaiba, and if they're already in enough control, then they can just take out the Guaiba as well. So I don't know. I really didn't like it that much. I've not really ever likened the Velo in the deck in any of my decks, but Fossil Dig, being able to search for a Guaiba is great, but also being able to search for a Black Brachi if you need something in defense mode, if you need something Book of Moons offensively, then you can just Fossil Dig for Brachi and do that. So I've been liking him so far. I've never seen him in the actual card game. I don't know if he's an OCG card, but he's pretty interesting, and I'm liking it so far. So one of him, 3 Hanzo, 3 Guaiba, and 2 upstarts. I think that's pretty standard for Ninja Dinos. I don't really see any reason to run 3 upstart Golden Ninjas. I mean, because you kind of want the traps that you have in your hand, but if you do have excess and you can get off his ability, he's an instant rank 4 also. So I don't know. I just feel that this is a pretty good setup for the monster lineup. One Magic Planner. I talked about it in one of the dual videos as well. I was thinking about pumping Magic Planner to 2 because, damn, I have a lot of continuous traps in here, and they usually do stay on the field quite often. So that Magic Planner can put in a lot of work with that draw power. But so far, excuse me, so far, Magic Planner at 1 has been really effective. So I don't know if maybe 2 might be a little bit of a dead draw, because in the end it's still a situational card. You have to have a continuous trap that is pretty much null and void, that's just there on the field, or that you don't want to use anymore. So I don't know. So far it stayed at 1. I haven't convinced myself otherwise, but definitely, hey, if you want to try this deck out, you want to try 2 Magic Planners, to go for it. It definitely sounds good. Alright, double Rota, double Fossil Dig, and triple Duality. Those are the searching aspect that I was talking about before. It allows you to run a low monster count, which I think is pretty nice. I've always liked decks. I mean, I tend to go towards control decks anyways, but I've always liked decks where you don't have to run a high monster count. You're not just stuck with 5 monsters in one spell, because it gives you a little bit more versatility. You know, you can search for them. These search for warriors, so technically I can get either of those. These search for dinosaurs, so I can get either of those. So it gives you a little bit of versatility while still being able to draw into your spell and traps, which I think are superior in most cases. Double Night Beam, as opposed to MST. I don't main deck MST. I don't think I've tried MST in this deck actually, so that might be something that I do view in the future. See how it goes. Night Beam was just the first to come to mind because I don't know. I really like Night Beam. You know, they can't chain anything to it, although you know your main targets that you want to hit are Bottomless and Morning, which are trigger anyways. But I don't know. I've just always liked Night Beam. We'll have to see. If I try out the MSTs, if they work a little bit better. We shall see. Double Lance is pretty much to just protect your ninja or your Guaiba to go into Exceed plays, or to run over something with Guaiba. So that's why that's in here. Safe Zone, I already explained, is mainly for the White Dragon Ninja. Triple Phoenix Chain. So I was usually running 2 Phoenix Chain whenever I ran Ninja Dino, but with the Magic Planner in here, and Veiler not really being very prevalent this format, I wanted to go ahead and run triple Phoenix Chain so that my planter is practically almost always live. And Phoenix Chain is a pretty damn good card. It stops the monster effect, and it stops them from attacking, which I think is really huge. Because sometimes their boss monsters have 2600 attack or 3000 attack, and that's still pretty damn hard to get over. So Phoenix Chain locks them down and lets you do with them as you wish, I guess. I don't know. All right, so Ninjutsu Arts called the Haunted. I was considering 3, but I think 2 is just fine. You mainly only use them for XC plays anyways, so there is that. One wiretap. When I run back row heavy decks, I tend to at least try to force a wiretap in there. The reason being is because, from my experience, as I've said multiple times on this channel, back row decks lose to other back row decks. And if you have that wiretap to come out ahead on one of those chains or one of those exchanges of you know, destruction on the field or something, that can really change the momentum of the game hugely in your favor. One Black Horn of Heaven, just because this is a type of anti-meta-ish deck, and Black Horn is really a really good card. Alright, so extra deck, anything I want to talk about? Nah, pretty much standard, honestly. Excalibur's in there at OTK since you run Warriors. Everything else is pretty much standard. Yeah. But alright, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks you guys for watching. Remember to like the video, comment down below. What deck profiles do you want to see in the future? Feel free to throw a comment down there or send me a message. I don't really check my messages as much as I should be, but I will do that for you. So go ahead and send me a message if you have an idea for a video or a deck profile that you want to see specifically. And I'll go ahead and get that out there for you. So thanks once again for watching. This has been DFishFan, and I'll talk to you guys later.